concept of value, utility, and cost. We start with the economic value. We start with economic value. Yeah, here economic value is simply, defined as the worth of a goods or service as determined by the market price. And in economics, every goods and services is quantified in a market price. Any goods that has no market value is not quantifiable in economics. So a value of something is measured by the market worth value of that thing. Anything that is worthless has no value in the market. So economic value of goods and services has a puzzle economics since the beginning of the discipline. First, economists try to estimate the value of a good to an individual alone and extend the definition of goods which can be exchanged. From the analysis come the concept value in use and value in exchange. In economics, we have different concepts in economics. A marketplace is a place where goods and services exchange hands. People needing the goods comes and exchange with the people that has a surplus of the goods in terms of monetary value of those goods. And here, the worth of your goods depends on the value in terms of money. So in a market, we have value in terms of exchange and we have value for the goods differently. We look at economic value of some goods and services. So economic values, we look at the utility. Utility is an abstract concept rather than a concrete observable quantity. The units to which we assign an amount of utility, therefore, are abstract, representing a relative value. When you talk of utility in economics, we said that the consumers always tend to maximize their utility, and utility in economics is synonymous with satisfaction. Every consumer moves to satisfy their uses. So we actually look at the marginal utility. Marginal utility in economics look at the additional utility you derive by consuming or having more units of that commodity. So what are the needs? Needs. One important idea in economics is that the needs and wants are interchangeably in economics. Needs would be defined as goods or services that are required. It is possible in economics that you need a goods, you want a goods, but you have no purchasing power. The needs goes with the purchasing power of having a goods, while the want is just a desire to have a goods. So there is two different things between needs and want in economics. You may want a goods, but you have no capacity, you have no monetary term, you have no financial power to command that goods. So it becomes just a want, but not needs. So we actually have terms like scarcity in economics. In economics, it is often said that our wants are numerous, but the resources to satisfy those wants are very scarce. So scarcity in economics is trying to describe the limitedness of resources that we desire in order to flow. So we have numerous needs in economics, but we have a limited resources to satisfy our needs. There comes what we call want in economics. And again, because our needs and wants are numerous, but the resources to satisfy them are very limited, we have to make choice. If you don't make choice, you may not be able to obtain the satisfaction that you desire in economics. And for you to make choice, you arrange your choice in a preference scale. in a preference scale, because the financial muscle you may have may not be able to command all the resources you have. So you need to make choice, and you need to make choice in a scale so that you get the most needed ones against those less needed ones. And economics we tag it as an opportunity cost. So the cost forgone in economics is tagged as what? Opportunity cost. What then do we need opportunity cost for? We need opportunity cost because you have a scarce resources, but you have numerous ones. When you make a choice and list your choice in a scale, there must be alternative, the foregone alternative. Those foregone alternatives become a cost to you, because you need book as a student and you need biro as a student. But the money you have cannot purchase book and purchase biro. You may decide that at least the biro you have is good enough for you to use for the moment, and you purchase a book. So the opportunity cost is the cost of the biro that you fail to purchase in order to purchase a book. Without that, you may not be able to achieve economic activities.